Good morning, good evening. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I was really wanting to check up and see how you were all doing as a community from last year, because obviously the memorial, I think, of the attacks has been postponed naturally because of COVID. And you're at the moment just coming towards the end of Ramadan, I think. And so I just really wanted to touch base with you all and see how the community is faring up, how you're all doing, what the sort of concerns are, what's changed, what needs to change really within the community and within society.
With the sentencing coming up, a lot of people, I think, initially were in shock. So it has taken a really long time to come to grips with what's happened. I know a few families are still in that shock. So with him pleading guilty, there was some relief, but it did bring up a lot of the feelings.
Has coronavirus, has COVID-19 been very difficult for the community to deal with on top of what's happened last year?
The spirit of community, the spirit of New Zealand, we all rally together, as Prime Minister says, and it's all for good cause. We've got our Imams active on social media, and we've got our leadership team very active on social media to be able to connect with people and to be able to pass on messages.
Wondering how the younger generations are coping with some of the COVID-19 stuff. What are your experiences, and what are the younger people telling you about what's happening?
Coming from immigrant families, the majority of us have had to, of course, deal with identity, with both being having our parents from a different country and then being raised a Kiwi. The youth are really working on making this, the Islamic identity normal, so that Islamophobia is something that can be something of the past rather than something that we're continuing to fight every single day.
How is the wider society, the wider community in New Zealand reacted since the attacks?
There was a lot of shock when it happened, and a lot of people that couldn't believe that this had happened and that this had happened in Christchurch out of all places. So there was that initial shock, and there was a lot of outreach right after it happened. We saw the flowers. There was a lot of cards and a lot of messages that were really, really great. I got choked up seeing them myself.
And secondly, I will tell him, Sir William, after shocking that one, the whole society in Christchurch came in as unity, one person, one family.
I'm hugely grateful to all of you for being on this call, and it's been really nice to catch up and to chat again. I'm really proud of all of you and the whole community and the New Zealand government and people, how you have all dealt with such an atrocity. You are a role model. You really are an example of how something so tragic can be negotiated with the utmost of grace and dignity.